Welcome back to the show. I apologize about these lights here. They're affecting my Mac camera, really my Mac webcam. Wish that they'll make these computers with better cameras. But that's besides the point. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for watching. We're continuing our studying of chart patterns. The previous video I went over a few of them. We were able to spot double bottoms, triple bottoms, head and shoulder, ascending and descending triangles. We were able to spot what it looks like to have an inverted head and shoulders and what the implication of these chart patterns mean. Um, so today in this video, we're going to move right along into actually trading live charts. And we're going to trade a live crypto chart. Okay. So I'm going to share with you real quickly here. Let's pull up my, let's see, what do we have? Okay, so I have to set up my trading view so it can move very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to share. There we go. So like I said, we're going to trade some crypto. And if you remember this candlestick pattern quiz that we went over in the previous video, we went over a few of these types of chart patterns. This is what a descending triangle looks like. You have the channel in there with the chart pattern right in very much in the chart in the descending triangle. Right before that, we had the cup and handle. I think this was an inverted cup and handle. Price formation. An inverted cup and handle is, I think, looks like a bullish chart pattern. So we also, right before that, we had what looks like a head and shoulder within this channel right here. We also had a cup and handle. I'm trying to find one that's really good so that we can look for it on live charts. Because remember, we just have our goal is to get really good at spotting one of these chart patterns before we move on to the next. And it's baby steps here. Don't try to memorize all of them because it's useless to you to know to focus on the indicator and not actually use it to make money. The goal of indicators is not for us to memorize them and just make that the focus of charting. It's not indicators. There are a lot of expert traders out there that only use one indicator and they make a lot of money. I've seen people who only use VWAP and they're still able to be profitable. So um, just find one. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this session, in this video. Okay, so I think that I personally am drawn to, obviously I would pick an ascending triangle because that's a bullish pattern. But an ascending triangle, I would imagine, don't happen very often unless you have a bullish trend to begin with. So I want something that's slightly, maybe what would I would describe as medium difficult. Um, and to me, medium difficult is a chart like this. Like, you know, it's turned out to be a triple bottom, but that triple bottom is really hidden. And obviously, and cup and handles are also like really hard to find. So I think that in this particular exercise, I'm going to go with a medium difficult one, and a medium difficult one will be this this chart pattern here that's a double bottom. A double bottom, if you spot it, you've spotted it. And what is the implication of a double bottom? It's bullish. So right after you had that reflection, you had a series of lower lows, bounced off the resistance. I'm sorry, I bounced off this support. it bounced it off it twice. So we had two double bottoms, and immediately there's a price rally, what you call this, a markup, distribution, and a markup to a new high. So we're going to be looking on a live chart for a double bottom. Okay, so let's quickly switch to my trading view account. Where'd you go? Trading view, here we go, here we go. All right, so this is the Bitcoin USDT chart. As you can see, I was already trading with this. It's currently trading at 32,103. This is I think I already attempted to make some sense out of this chart. All right, let's see. Let's open this bad boy up. So we're looking at what looks like what is this, a descending triangle? I mean, I can't just like guess, okay? The first thing that you want to do once you see your chart is to draw some freaking support. So draw some support and resistance lines. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw some support and resistance line. As you can see, it's bouncing right off the 200 MA. The 200 MA here is the resistance. And if we're able to find a support, I think that I don't see okay, remember the chart we're looking for is a double bottom. I don't see a double bottom in this chart, so I'm gonna move on so that we don't spend too much time staring at it if it's not there. Remember, if the chart pattern I believe should pop right out. You should be able to see it immediately. It shouldn't be something that you spend too long staring at, wasting precious time. The goal is to get through these charts as quickly as possible. That was the Bitcoin USD Bitcoin Tether chart. Now we're on the Ethereum USDT chart. This is the daily. As you can see, the CC swing here is clearly on a downtrend. The Stochh has momentum and price right in the middle of the channel right there. My chart is, okay, let's open this one up. My chart is I try to limit the number of indicators on my chart because you want to start off with a bare, with the bare minimum so you can kind of know exactly what you're looking at, you know what I mean? Anyway, so on this particular Ethereum chart, let's say that this is the day chart, right? I'm gonna start by drawing some trend lines. How about that? We'll start from, we'll start from here. Usually you want to zoom out. We want to zoom out and see what does this chart actually tell us. Okay, what are we looking at when we're looking at, all right, I don't know why my chart is not giving me enough information. I zoomed out to the monthly chart and it pretty much kind of like gave out on me. I don't know what's up with that. Well, let's go back to the day because maybe crypto doesn't go out. They don't track that far out. Trading view, I don't know what the heck that's supposed to mean. Okay, so we're back now to the day chart. I'm going to draw what I think should be a trend. Okay, so with our trend line here, I'm trying to get in as many candles as possible. Candle tops, there we go. from the, okay. Then I'm gonna establish what I think is a support. I just place the resistance line, what I think is a resistance line. So we're going to draw some support here and see how we're able to do. Okay, now this chart, this line here, let's move it down slightly. We have the wicks are touching 3 points here. 1, 2, 3. How about that? Very nice. Okay. So we're looking at what is clearly a triangle here. All right. The triangle with this pole here. Would this be considered? Let's see. Okay. So if I'm looking at this chart and I'm trying to determine what type of pattern do I see here? First, okay, let's go back to the options that we have. Here are the kind of prevailing chart patterns, right? We've got a ascending triangle, a cup and handle. You know what? It helps if we actually have images of these things. Okay. Inverted head and shoulders, double top, triple top, inverted, double top, double bottom, inverted, triple top. Okay, and we decided that we're looking for a double bottom. All right, see, I have to even remind myself that stick to the plan, bro. Stick to the plan. Okay, so the plan here, we're looking for a double bottom. So let's go back to the chart. I don't see a double bottom here because, mind you, a double bottom has price action going all meeting, bouncing off the support, going back up to resistance and making its way right back to support and back to resistance. That's a double bottom. Okay. So on this chart here, I don't see, what I see is more like a, I don't know, this looks more like a descending triangle, right? But I don't see a double bottom. I don't see a double bottom. All right, well, let's zoom in. Okay, maybe we should go down. Let's go down to a 30-minute chart. How about that? 30-minute chart. What kind of chart does a 30-minute chart of Ethereum USDT look like? Look, now I have a bunch of indicators that I don't even know what they are. There's something. What is this indicator and why is it here? EMAs. All right, I need to change the colors of my EMAs so I can know exactly what they are, because clearly they're trying to communicate something to me and I don't know what it is. What are you trying to communicate to me, Mr.? Okay, so on our 30-minute chart, this is clearly very bullish pattern right here, right? Very bullish, right? Bullish trend. I love me some bullish trend, people. What does this bullish trend say to us? Okay, so we had a series of, we had a buy signal there. We had we have a chart that's trading above the 200 MA. It was hanging on, it was right under the 200 MA for a while there, and it bounced off this support and moved, and now it's rallying. It's having a rally right here, you know, like a very, very nice rally and this small pullback. Now, how about we put another line right here? Let's put another line right here. Since we have what looks like a support at $1,920, because that support was resistance at some point earlier back in on the 18th of July, about 3 days ago. That was resistance, and now we've broken right through it. And Ethereum is trading at 2010. Let's go. Let's go. That's 2.67%. Okay. And after it broke, it retested and it took off again. This is a very bullish chart pattern. You know, I would like to zoom out and see if we have another resistance anywhere higher. So if we went back to the, let's say we went to the 1 hour chart, okay. Now on the 1 hour chart, okay, so we have what looks like, we have another resistance coming up here at the 21, let's see, where's a good spot? I put it right here. 2183 is another resistance. So that's the next resistance up. So we have 2000, we're currently at 2010, and there's a clear way up to $2,183. And we've already retested this support line, which I think this is probably a good place to enter this chart if we're trying to trade on the 1 hour. You know, for trying to trade the Ethereum on the 1 hour, this is probably a good place to get in this chart. I would call this clearly a cup and handle, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're looking at a cup and handle, because if this is, let's see, if we put a resistance right here, okay, because you can see it bounced off of it and came back down. If we put a resistance right here at 1,995 price, that's a cup and handle. So the question is, what is the meaning of a cup and handle? What is the next price action following a cup and handle? We looked at a cup and handle here earlier. Let me find it. I know we looked at a cup and handle. Boom, that one. So this is the cup and handle. And a cup and handle, the next price action is bullish. Okay, bullish chart pattern. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my trend. I like this one. I like that I was able to spot this. I'm gonna use my painter and draw what I think is a cup and handle. Okay, let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I need to turn off all of these things, turn them off. So how do I turn, what else? Oh, that was the VWAP. Let's turn off the VWAP. Let's turn off, let's get rid of this too. I need this much bolder. Okay, so I want to make this really nice and bold so you can spot it, right? You can spot it from a mile away and make it red. Oh, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted to do. Dang it. Okay, but I think you get the gist here, right? We're looking at a cup and handle, and I think that this would be a really good place to get into Ethereum USDT on the 1 hour. Okay, so since we're looking at this, why don't we go down to the 5 minutes? What are we looking at in the 5 minute? How about that? So on the 5 minute right here, still a very bullish trend. Oh, snap. Didn't mean to do that. I don't need that anymore. Jeez, how do I get rid of it? I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. How do I get rid of it? Okay, got rid of it. Okay, so it looks like we have what looks like a cup and handle. I hope I'm not seeing things, but it sure does look like one to me. And we're at resistance, waiting for our sweet breakout. Okay. I know we were not able to find a double bottom, which was the original plan, but I like what I just found here. This is what I was trying to explain to you guys with practicing by just testing out your skills on your chart. I try to spot these patterns on different charts. We're looking at the Ethereum USDT chart at the 5-minute and all the way up to the 1 hour. And it looks like we have a bullish chart pattern, which is a cup and handle, okay? I'm going to quickly paper trade it and see what happens, because if we're looking at within the 1 hour right here, and we're currently trading at 2010, and it's expected to go up to $2,183 as the new resistance, I think we can enter this trade. I think we can surely enter this trade. All right, so let's see. Let's buy Ethereum. We're gonna paper trade it. See, this is beauty of TradingView. This is why you can use TradingView, because it allows you to paper. You can demo these trades and see what happens. Starts you off with $100,000 of fake money. So we're gonna buy. I thought I already placed the order. What in the world? What is going on here? Okay, let's try it again. Since try it again. We're gonna buy Ethereum at 2006. We want to buy. Let's say I want to buy 100 Ethereum. Damn, I think that's a lot of money. 100. No, okay, let's pipe down. Chill, bro. 10. About 10. We'll buy 10 Ethereum. That should be like 20 grand. Okay. And we're planning to take profit at the 75% mark. And we're gonna set a stop loss at 25%. Okay. So let's see, price here. We're gonna take profit at, what is this, 20. You always want to take profit all the way along, so you can you take something along the way. You take some profit at 2100. And I don't even know, man. Take profit order must be above entry price. Okay, 2100 here. And then we'll take another profit at, oh, wait a minute, what's happening here? This price is moving on me while I'm wasting time. And our stop loss would be, the stop loss would be at the next, whatchamacallit. You know what I didn't know? Okay, the mistake that I made here is I did not add confirmation. You always want to use other things for confirmation. You can see right here that the stock is overbought. That might be a problem. This might not be a really good entry, even though our CC swing is pointed up in the uptrend. Our stock is telling me that it's not a good time to get in on this trade. So ideally, you want to wait for this price action to move away from this overbought region. And once it reaches to the bottom at this point, right where it's in the oversold and right about to curl up, that would be a good point to buy in. At the 5-minute chart right now, it's not a good point. It's probably over. If it's overbought in the 5-minute chart, it's probably oversold in the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like. 1 minute is still overbought. it's clear here that we're still moving. What is that? Is that a sell signal? Okay, it's not a sell signal. Okay, it's clear here that we're still moving in the upward. Now, sometimes this, you can see that Ethereum likes to spend a lot of time in the overbought section. So I wouldn't let this stook prevent me from entering this trade just because it spends a lot of time in this overbought section. And I believe that even, the price action can still make its way to the upside, even while this, even while the stock is in the overbought section, right? Yeah, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. I can't, but I'm still gonna put it in since we're paper trading it anyway. Doesn't hurt to see what happens. The next support at on this chart is $1,730. I think that's a lot lower. I'm gonna put the stop loss at 1832. 1832. We don't want it to go. Since we purchased at 2006, I actually don't. I wanted to cut losses once it's prices drops. I want to say like 2000. That's really tight though, because in a volatile chart, you want to give plenty of room or you could get stopped out. So maybe I'll just say 1995. This should be in a percentage. Stop loss should be like a percentage. So let's say maybe 10%. How about that? I don't know. This thing is just moving in a weird pattern. Like it says percentage. This column here is percentage, but when I put the right percentage, it switches the top numbers to a weird looking number. 10,032. That's not a stop loss. Maybe it should be like 0.10. Is that right? 0.1. Nah. 0.90. Say maybe 1.0. 1.5, 8, 9. Maybe 2%. No, 2% is too high. So 1.9, huh? Okay, so we're looking at setting the stop loss at 1.9%, and our profit is going to be at 0.94%. Maybe like that's the first take profit. This numbers don't make sense to me, but I'm gonna just we're gonna take this trade because we've spent too much time trying to determine the right place to take the trade. So I'm just gonna click buy and hopefully it makes sense to the computer and it's gonna place the trade for me. And we're gonna watch it. So right here you can see that it's placed the orders. It's placed the orders and we're just waiting for it to fill at this point. All right. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you trade the charts using a chart pattern. And in this case, we're using the cup and handle on the Ethereum chart, which is a bullish chart pattern. And I've placed the trade and I'm hoping that it'll play out in our favor. Let me see. All right, so we're going to let this thing play out. It's a 5-minute I'm expecting this play out, this chart setup to play out within the next 30 minutes to an hour. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we read the chart correctly. Still hasn't purchased it yet though. What's happening? It's been 2010 for a while. Is this chart actually even moving? It's supposed to be live, but it's not behaving live. Very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. But you get the point. I want to wrap up this video because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I'm going to keep trading these charts. And if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to keep bringing you this type of really, really informative section, type of content, so you can learn with me how to trade crypto and options. Again, my name is Nnamdi. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching the Empathy is Money channel. We will see you next time. Peace. Stay blessed.